From the golden coast of Ghana to the vibrant heart of Nigeria, this is West Africa, where rhythm meets luxury, and every sunrise tells Africa's Western story. Welcome to the West Africa Resort. Senegal, the rhythm of the Atlantic, where the Atlantic waves kiss the westernmost point of Africa and the sun lingers long over golden sands. There lies a country whose heartbeat echoes across oceans. This is Senegal, the land where rhythm rules, history breathes, and hospitality is not a gesture, but a way of life. From the soulful island of Gorée to the bustling streets of Dakar, from the pink shimmer of Lac Rose to the ancient echoes of Saint Louis, Senegal is not merely a destination, it is a feeling, a vibrant rhythm that calls to the wanderer's soul and whispers, "Welcome home." Dakar, Africa's Atlantic beacon. Our journey begins in Dakar, a city where tradition and modernity waltz to the beat of drums and waves. Here, the Atlantic Ocean stretches wide, dotted with surfers, fishermen, and dreamers alike. The Corniche, a coastal promenade lined with palm trees and art, offers a panoramic view of the sea, and the Monument de la Renaissance Africaine, standing tall and proud, reminds all who see it of Africa's rise and resilience. Luxury travelers find solace at Terror-Bi Resort, Radisson Blu Dakar Sea Plaza, and Pullman Dakar Teranga, havens of elegance overlooking the restless ocean. Infinity pools melt into the horizon, while soft jazz mingles with the sea breeze. As the sun sets, the city awakens. Dakar's nightlife is an orchestra of rhythm and laughter. At Thiosan Club, founded by the legendary Youssou N'Dour, drums blend with digital beats, and every movement feels like a celebration of life itself. Gorée Island, the island of memory. A short ferry ride from Dakar brings us to Gorée Island, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that tells the story of both pain and perseverance. Here stands the House of Slaves, its door of no return, opening to an endless sea, a haunting symbol of centuries past. Yet, amid the weight of history, Gorée radiates beauty. Narrow cobbled streets lined with bougainvillea, pastel-colored houses, and artists painting the stories of the ancestors. It is a place of remembrance and renewal, where visitors come to reflect and to reconnect with humanity's shared history. For travelers, Gorée is both a museum and meditation, an island where silence speaks louder than words. Lac Rose, the pink mirror of the desert. A few miles northeast of Dakar lies one of Africa's most mesmerizing natural wonders, Lac Retba, famously known as Lac Rose. Under the sun's fierce glow, this salt-rich lake shimmers in hues of rose and coral, its color shifting like a living painting. Salt harvesters work the waters with quiet grace, the reflections merging with the pink tide. Nearby, the Hôtel du Lac Rose and Le Traza Lodge offer eco-luxury stays where guests can float effortlessly in the salty lake, ride quad bikes across dunes, or watch the deserts blush under twilight. Lac Rose is serenity, science, and spectacle, all captured in one timeless frame. Saint Louis, Africa's French elegance. Heading north, we find Saint Louis, Senegal's first colonial capital, resting gracefully along the Senegal River. This UNESCO World Heritage City, often called the Venice of Africa, retains the charm of a bygone era. Wrought iron balconies, narrow alleys, and colonial facades painted in warm pastel tones. The Pont Fay d'Herbe, a 19th century metal bridge, links the island city to the mainland, symbolizing connection and continuity. In Saint Louis, time slows down. Horse-drawn carriages replace cars. Jazz spills from cafes, and the evening air carries echoes of the annual Saint Louis Jazz Festival. one of Africa's most renowned musical celebrations. The Hôtel La Résidence and La Maison Rose capture the city's nostalgic luxury, elegant, intimate, and timeless. Sali and Petite Côte, the coast of comfort. Further south, the Petite Côte unfolds, a ribbon of beaches stretching from Mbo to Sali Portudal, the beating heart of Senegalese tourism. Sali is a world of sun, surf, and sophistication. Here, all-inclusive resorts like Lamantine Beach Resort and Spa, Royal Horizon Baobab, and Neptune Hotel welcome travelers with the full spectrum of comfort. Spa retreats, seafood buffets, and ocean adventures. By day, the beaches pulse with life, jet skis, horseback rides, and beach volleyball. By night, the air fills with the aroma of grilled fish, local drumming, and laughter. The hospitality here is unfiltered and unforced. It's the natural rhythm of Teranga, Senegal's spirit of generosity and grace. Casamance, the garden of Senegal. Far to the south lies Casamance, a region unlike any other, lush, green, and overflowing with life. Palm-fringed rivers, mangrove forests, and golden beaches frame a land where nature and culture coexist in balance. In Cap Skirring, Senegal's southern gem, luxury meets authenticity. Resorts like Club Med Cap Skirring and Les Alizés Beach Resort offer barefoot elegance under whispering palms. Here, days drift with the tides and evenings glow with bonfires and dance. The people of Casamance, the Diola, live close to the earth, welcoming travelers with music, storytelling, and a way of life rooted in respect for nature. Casamance isn't just a destination, it's an embrace. Culture and cuisine. Senegal's culture is a dance between heritage and hope, each step rooted in rhythm. Music here is life's heartbeat. Sabar, mibalaks, and djembe drums echo from dawn till dusk. In every community, rhythm tells a story and every gesture carries grace. The cuisine of Senegal is equally legendary, bold, aromatic, and communal. Thieboudienne, the national dish, combines rice, fish, and vegetables in a symphony of flavor and color. Yassa poulet and mafe offer comfort in every bite, while sweet bisap, hibiscus juice, refreshes the traveler's soul. Every meal is more than food. It's fellowship, shared from one hand to another, from one heart to the next. Best time to visit, November to May, dry season with vibrant festivals. Currency, West African CFA franc, XOF. Language, French official, Wolof, Pulaar, and Sera widely spoken. Cultural notes, Teranga, the art of hospitality is sacred. Always greet before engaging. Traveler's tip, join a local drum circle, visit the markets of Sandaga, and don't rush. In Senegal, time follows the rhythm of the heart. Senegal is not just seen, it is felt. It dances in the ocean breeze, it sings in the streets of Dakar, and it whispers through the dunes of Saint Louis. It is Africa's western heartbeat, proud, poetic, and profoundly alive. And as our journey moves onward, we follow the coastline eastward to the heart of the Gambia, where a narrow river winds through golden lands and the spirit of Africa flows quietly beneath the palms. The Gambia, the smile of Africa. It is the smallest country on mainland Africa, yet its spirit stretches farther than its borders. A sliver of land wrapped around a river, a gateway between worlds. Welcome to the Gambia, fondly known as the smiling coast of Africa. Here, life flows with the river that gave the nation its name, the Gambia River, a lifeline that connects past and present, people and paradise. In this serene haven, the pace is gentle, the air is warm, and every sunrise feels like a soft greeting to the soul. Banjul, the heart at the mouth of the river. Our journey begins in Banjul, the tiny yet charming capital resting on an island where the Gambia River meets the Atlantic. Though modest in size, Banjul is rich in personality, in a blend of colonial echoes, bustling markets, and a proud, enduring people. The Albert Market is its beating heart, a maze of colors, spices, crafts, and voices. Nearby, the arch 22 monument towers above the city, offering sweeping views of where river meets ocean and history meets hope. Luxury unfolds along the coastal stretch toward Kololi and Kotu Beach, where the ocean homes against the shore. Here stand Ocean Bay Hotel and Resort, Coco Ocean Resort and Spa, and Senegambia Beach Hotel, the pillars of Gambian hospitality. Palm-fringed pools, ocean view suites, and the soft scent of jasmine in the breeze. Each resort captures the essence of what the Gambia promises: ease, warmth, and welcome. The coastal strip, where the river meets the sea from Banjul, the golden coastline unfurls like a ribbon of sunlight, stretching through Fajara, Kololi, Bijilo, and Brufut. These beaches are calm, untouched, and deeply personal, where travelers don't just sunbathe, they slow down. At Coco Ocean Resort, Moorish architecture meets West African artistry, arched domes, whitewashed walls, and lush gardens leading straight to the sea. Nearby, Senegambia Beach Resort hums with life, dancers performing at dusk, marimba rhythms mingling with ocean waves. By day, the beaches are sanctuaries for reflection. By night, they glow with bonfires and drums, intimate, joyful, and alive. And for those seeking seclusion, the Lemon Creek Hotel, Ngala Lodge, and Ocean Villa Heights offer quiet luxury, where each dawn feels like the world's first morning. Abuko Nature Reserve, the call of the wild, inland from the coast lies a lush sanctuary. The Abuko Nature Reserve, the Gambia's first protected area and a paradise for wildlife lovers. Here the air hums with birdsong and the rustle of monkeys swinging through the treetops. From crocodiles lounging lazily by the lagoon to the flash of colorful parrots darting overhead, Abuko reminds travelers that Africa's smallest nation holds big natural secrets. Nature here is intimate. You don't just watch it, you walk through it. The Gambia River, a journey through time. The river itself is the Gambia's spine, flowing through the heart of the nation like a story written in water. Cruising its length is a voyage through history, nature, and culture. Boats drift past mangroves teeming with life, fishing villages where children wave from wooden canoes, and ancient trading posts whispering tales of centuries gone by. At Janjanbureh, formerly Georgetown, the past speaks softly, from the days of colonial exploration to the resilience of the Gambian people who turned struggle into strength. River lodges like Bintang Bolong Lodge and Mandina River Lodges offer eco-luxury, surrounded by silence. Here, travelers sleep to the rhythm of crickets and awaken to the golden reflection of dawn on the river's surface. This is not tourism, it's communion. Kunta Kinte Island, memory and meaning. At the heart of the Gambia River lies Kunta Kinte Island, a UNESCO World Heritage Site once known as James Island. Its ruins tell the story of Africa's painful past, the slave trade, the resilience of its people, and the power of remembrance. Visitors come here not just to see, but to feel. The air holds the echoes of the ancestors, and the river seems to flow with their enduring spirit. The name Kunta Kinte, immortalized by Alex Haley's Roots, symbolizes resistance and dignity. Every stone on this island reminds travelers that the Gambia's greatest strength is not in its size, but in its soul. Culture and cuisine. The Gambia's culture is woven from kindness and simplicity. A nation where everyone smiles and you are welcome is more than a phrase. Music flows through everyday life, Kora melodies floating through markets, drumming at celebrations, and storytelling under the stars. The cuisine is rich, flavorful, and deeply African. Domoda, peanut stew, benachin, one-pot rice dish similar to Yolof, and yassa are national favorites. Fresh fish caught from the river or sea finds its way to the grill within hours, spiced and served with love. And no meal is complete without wonjo, hibiscus drink, or a shared bowl of rice that gathers families, friends, and strangers around one dish. Here, food is not served, it's shared. Best time to visit, November to April, dry, sunny, and ideal for beach holidays. Currency, Gambian Dalazi, GMD. Language, English official, Mandinka, Wolof, and Fula, commonly spoken. Cultural notes, the Gambia values friendliness, greet first, smile always. Respect elders and traditions. Traveler's tip, carry mosquito repellent. Explore inland for authentic Gambian charm beyond the beach resorts. The Gambia may be small, but its heart beats larger than life. Here, the river remembers, the ocean smiles, and every sunset feels like a homecoming. It is a nation that proves sometimes the most profound experiences come from the smallest places. As we sail onward from this gentle shore, we journey eastward to Nigeria, the giant of Africa where diversity dances, culture commands, and the pulse of a continent roars through its veins. Nigeria, the giant's pulse. She is called the giant of Africa, not merely for her size, but for her soul, a land where diversity blooms in every language, every drumbeat, every dawn. This is Nigeria, bold, boundless, and breathtaking. From the savannas of the north to the deltas of the south, from the ancient walls of Kano to the glittering skyline of Lagos, Nigeria is a rhythm, powerful, persistent, and proud. It is a place where the earth hums with history and the air vibrates with creativity. Here, every step is a story, every city a song, and every smile a heartbeat of Africa itself. Lagos, the city that never sleeps. If Africa had a pulse, it would beat in Lagos. The city glows like a constellation of energy, fast, fearless, and full of life. From the shimmering Atlantic shores of Victoria Island to the art-splashed streets of Lekki and the cultural corridors of Yaba, Lagos is a masterpiece of motion. It's not just a city, it's an experience. One that engulfs you with rhythm, color, and confidence. Luxury finds its home in Echo Hotels and Suites, the George Ikoyi, Radisson Blue Anchorage, and Lagos Continental Hotel, where glass towers overlook the ocean and every sunset looks like liquid gold. But beyond the skyline, Lagos' true beauty lies in its people. Vibrant, entrepreneurial, endlessly inventive. Markets like Balogun and Lekki Arts and Crafts Village burst with life, fabrics, laughter, and the unmistakable symphony of commerce. Every sound here has a heartbeat, every face a story. As night falls, Lagos transforms, neon lights flicker, Afrobeat takes over, and rooftops pulse to the sound of Africa's global rhythm. Fela Kuti's spirit lives in every saxophone, every drum, every dance. To visit Lagos is to touch the living pulse of the continent. Abuja, the heart of calm. If Lagos is the rhythm, then Abuja is the heartbeat's rest, a city of balance and breath. Planned with purpose, Abuja offers space, serenity, and sophistication. Majestic rock formations like Aso Rock and Zuma Rock rise as guardians over a modern capital that blends beauty with order. Travelers find comfort in resorts like Transcorp Hilton, Fraser Suites, and Nordic Hotel, where contemporary luxury meets African elegance. The Jabi Lake Resort adds a touch of nature's calm, sailboats drifting over still waters, families picnicking under soft skies, and fine dining with a view that captures serenity itself. Abuja whispers where Lagos roars, yet both sing the same national song: progress, pride, and possibility. Calabar, the carnival capital. Travel south to Calabar and the atmosphere changes. Warm, festive, and full of flair, known as the People's Paradise. Calabar is Nigeria's cultural playground, a city where tradition and modernity dance in perfect rhythm. Every December, the Calabar Carnival transforms the streets into a living mosaic of color, Africa's biggest street party, bursting with costumes, music, and joy. It's not just an event, it's an expression of identity, unity, and the unending creativity of the Nigerian spirit. Beyond the carnival, Calabar is rich in natural and historical gems. The Kwa Falls, cascading through rainforest mist. The Drill Ranch, where endangered primates are protected with passion. The Old Slave Museum, preserving painful yet powerful memories of resilience. Resorts like Tinapa Lakeside Hotel and Channel View Hotel offer comfort, while the nearby Obudu Mountain Resort, one of Africa's crown jewels, elevates the experience to heaven itself. Obudu Mountain Resort, Africa's cloud palace. Perched high in the mountains of Cross River State, Obudu is where Nigeria touches the sky. Mist coals over rolling hills, cable cars glide above valleys, and every sunrise feels like it was painted just for you. The resort, often called Africa's Scotland, combines European-style lodges with African warmth. Travelers hike through clouds, explore waterfalls, and relax by natural pools that glimmer like glass. It is a sanctuary of peace, far from the noise, close to the divine, a perfect harmony between earth and heaven. Jos, the plateau of peace. In the heart of the nation lies Jos, the city of endless hills and eternal spring. Perched on the Jos Plateau, its cool climate, rock formations, and flower-filled valleys have earned it the name the home of peace and tourism. The Jos Wildlife Park, Asop Falls, and Share Hills offer both adventure and tranquility. At Crest Hotel and Gardens and Hill Station, travelers find comfort wrapped in mountain air and nostalgia. Jos tells a story of nature's patience, of beauty carved by time and people shaped by resilience. Kano, the walls of history. Further north, the ancient city of Kano rises, proud, storied, and still alive with the energy of centuries past. This is one of West Africa's oldest trading centers, where caravans once arrived from across the Sahara bearing salt, gold, and silk. The Kano city walls stand as monuments to ancient ingenuity, while the Gidan Makama Museum preserves the stories of kings and empires. At the Kumi markets, one of Africa's oldest, merchants still trade in leather, dye, and craft the way their ancestors did. Kano is history in motion, in unbroken chain of culture, craftsmanship, and faith. Yankari Game Reserve, nature's northern kingdom. Deep in Bauchi State lies Nigeria's premier wildlife destination, the Yankari Game Reserve. Here, elephants roam the savannah, baboons chatter from treetops, and antelopes graze under golden light. The Wiki warm springs, crystal clear and soothingly warm, offer travelers a natural spa in the wild. A dip beneath the stars that feels like time has paused. For lovers of nature, this is paradise, untouched, untamed, unforgettable. Badagry, the gateway of memory, west of Lagos, the coastal town of Badagry stands as one of Africa's most poignant historic sites. It was once a hub in the transatlantic slave trade. Now, it is a place of remembrance, reflection, and rebirth. Visitors walk through the Slave Museum, the Point of No Return, and the Siriki Abbas Slave Barracoon, feeling the weight of history in the silence of the sea. Yet, alongside that solemn memory, Badagry offers peace, palm-lined beaches, boat rides on the lagoon, and warm hospitality that says, we remember, but we also rise. Culture and cuisine. Nigeria's culture is not one voice. It is a symphony. Over 250 ethnic groups, countless languages, one unbreakable rhythm. From the Yoruba drummers to the Igbo dancers, from the Hausa griots to the Tiv performers, every beat, every story contributes to the chorus of a nation alive with art, faith, and fire. And then there is the food, the language everyone understands. Jollof rice, golden and spicy, unites the continent. Pounded yam and egusi soup tell tales of home and heritage. Suya crackles on open grills, its aroma calling strangers together. And in every corner, from roadside vendors to luxury restaurants, Nigerian cuisine is not just tasted, it's celebrated. Its best time to visit, November to March, dry season, ideal for festivals and travel. Currency, Nigerian naira, naira. Language, English official, Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, and Pidgin widely spoken. Cultural notes, Nigerians are proud, expressive, and hospitable. Greet warmly, respect local customs, and be open to conversation. Traveler's tip, explore beyond the cities. Nigeria's soul lives equally in its villages, its forests, and its festivals. In Nigeria, you don't just travel, you feel. You feel the pulse of millions rising at dawn. You feel the rhythm of drums calling across centuries. You feel the warmth of a people whose joy is louder than their challenges. Nigeria is not a destination. It's an awakening, a place where the past and future dance together under the African sun. And as we leave a bustling shores, our journey drifts west once more to Ghana, where gold, culture, and calm meet in perfect harmony and where Africa's story continues in strength and song. Ghana, the golden rhythm of Africa. They call her the gateway to Africa, but Ghana is more than a gate. She is a welcome, a heartbeat, a rhythm that lingers in your soul. Here, history and hospitality walk hand in hand. Here, every smile feels like sunlight, every drumbeat like memory. This is Ghana, the land of gold, grace, and glowing sunsets, a country where the Atlantic whispers old stories to new travelers, where tradition and modernity embrace like long-lost friends. Ghana doesn't just invite you, she receives you like a mother welcoming her children home. Accra, the soul of modern Africa. At the edge of the Gulf of Guinea, Accra rises with confidence, vibrant, creative, and alive. It is a city where ancient heritage meets modern dreams, where colorful markets hum beside chic art galleries and rooftop bars. At Labadi Beach, waves crash to the rhythm of live drums. Horse riders gallop by the sea as the sun dips into gold. Nearby, Osu Castle stands proud, a haunting reminder of the colonial past and the resilience that followed. The city never stops moving. Makola Market buzzes with color, fabric sellers, spice traders, and the scent of life itself. Jamestown, with its colonial lighthouses and murals, tells stories through walls and waves. And the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum stands like a beacon, honoring the man who led a nation to freedom and inspired a continent to rise. Luxury travelers find comfort at Kempinski Hotel Gold Coast City, Labadi Beach Hotel, and #1 Oxford Street Hotel, where elegance meets African authenticity. But the true magic of Accra lies not in a skyline, it's in her people. They move with confidence, speak with pride, and welcome you with warmth that melts boundaries. Cape Coast and Elmina, the silent shores of history. Drive a few hours west, and you reach the sacred silence of Cape Coast and Elmina, places that carry both beauty and pain. Here, whitewashed castles stand by the sea, majestic yet mournful. Cape Coast Castle and Elmina Castle are not just tourist sites, they are sanctuaries of remembrance, holding within their walls the echoes of millions lost to the transatlantic slave trade. To walk through the door of no return is to feel the weight of history pressing gently on your heart. Yet, to step out again is to understand Africa's unbreakable spirit. But Cape Coast is not all sorrow, it is also beauty. Golden beaches, colorful canoes, fishermen casting nets under the morning sun. Nearby, Coconut Grove Beach Resort and Brenu Beach Lodge offer comfort and calm, blending ocean breeze with Ghanaian warmth. Here, travelers learn something profound, that even where tears once fell, joy can still bloom. Kakum National Park, the forest in the sky. Not far from Cape Coast, the rainforest of Kakum National Park rises like a green cathedral. Here, ancient trees stretch toward heaven and sunlight filters through leaves like blessings. The park's famous canopy walkway, suspended 130 feet above the forest floor, is not just an adventure, it's a revelation. You don't walk it, you float between sky and earth, heart pounding with awe. In Kakum, nature whispers wisdom older than memory, and every step reminds you of how small yet connected we are. Kumasi, the royal heart of the Ashanti inland, lies Kumasi, the beating royal heart of Ghana and the proud home of the Ashanti kingdom. Here, history lives not in museums, but in the people, proud descendants of kings and queens whose golden thrones still symbolize power and pride. The Manhaya Palace Museum tells the story of centuries-old dynasties of resistance and of royal splendor. The Kajetia Market, one of the largest in West Africa, stretches endlessly, a kaleidoscope of crafts, textiles, and human energy. Kumasi is a celebration of culture, from kente weaving in bone wire to the festivals that crown every season with drumming, dance, and joy. Stay at Golden Tulip, Kumasi City, or Noda Hotel, where tradition meets comfort in royal measure. Kumasi doesn't just show you Ghana's heritage, it makes you feel it deep in your bones. Mole National Park, the call of the wild. Far to the north, Ghana's landscape transforms. Open savannas, scattered acacia trees, and the soft tread of wildlife. Welcome to Mole National Park, the country's premier safari destination. Here, elephants roam freely through golden plains. Antelopes move like poetry, and baboons chatter in the trees. It is one of the few places in Africa where you can walk among wildlife. No fences, no cages, just freedom and silence. Stay at Zaina Lodge, West Africa's first luxury safari lodge, an oasis of comfort overlooking the wilderness. From your terrace, you may watch elephants drink from the water hole as the sun sets. Nature's theater, played just for you. Mole reminds travelers that Ghana is not just history and culture, it's also adventure, raw and real. Volta region, water, mountains, and magic. In the east, the Volta region unfolds like a watercolor painting, lush, serene, and spiritual. Here lies Lee Waterfalls, the highest in West Africa, cascading down cliffs into a cool mist that refreshes both body and soul. Nearby, Mount Afaja stands tall, Ghana's highest peak, offering hikers breathtaking views of clouds kissing the earth. Lake Volta, one of the world's largest man-made lakes, stretches endlessly, dotted with islands and fishing boats. Resorts like Volta Serene Hotel and Akosombo Continental offer peaceful escapes where time slows and nature speaks softly. The Volta region is Ghana's whisper, gentle, green, and grounding, culture and cuisine. Ghana's culture is woven in color, bright fabrics, warm smiles, and timeless traditions. Music is life here, From the talking drums of the north to the high-life melodies of the coast, to Afro beats echoing through every bar and street corner. Festivals like Omovo, Aquasidai, and Panafest ignite the calendar with unity and pride. And then there's the food, bold, flavorful, and filled with love. Jollof rice, Ghana's pride, a symphony of spice and soul. Banku and tilapia, grilled to perfection and served by the sea. Kelewel, spiced fried plantains that dance on your tongue. And waki, Ghana's breakfast of champions, beans, rice, stew, and joy on a plate. To taste Ghanaian food is to understand Ghanaian life, simple, strong, and full of heart. Best time to visit, November to March, dry season, perfect for festivals and beaches. Currency, Ghanaian cedi. Language, English official, Twi, Yue, Ga, and Hausa, widely spoken. Cultural notes, greetings are important. Respect elders and local customs. Photography may require permission in rural areas. Traveler's tip, always take time to talk. Ghanaians are storytellers and their tales make the journey even richer. In Ghana, you do not just visit, you belong. You arrive as a traveler, but you leave as family. From her golden coasts to her emerald forests, from her royal palaces to her humble villages, Ghana embraces every soul with warmth. She is rhythm and remembrance, adventure and affection, the Africa that welcomes you home. And as we journey onward, we carry her laughter, her color, and her calm to Côte d'Ivoire, where the elegance of the Atlantic and the rhythm of the rainforest compose a new verse in the story of West Africa. Côte d'Ivoire, a land of elegance and ease, of cocoa and coastline, of rhythm and renewal. From the bustling boulevards of Abidjan to the serene sands of Assini, this West African jewel glows with a balance of sophistication and soul. Here, the ocean hums in French cadence, the air smells of roasted coffee and sea breeze, and life moves with a kind of quiet charm that turns every visit into a love affair. This is Côte d'Ivoire, where West Africa wears its most graceful smile. Abidjan, Africa's Paris on the lagoon, Abidjan. The glittering heartbeat of Côte d'Ivoire, a city draped in art, fashion, and flair. Built around a shimmering lagoon, it is a dance of water and wonder. Skyscrapers reflecting in waves, palm-lined boulevards breathing rhythm into the air. Here, modern Africa shines. Luxury lives in spaces like Sofitel Abidjan Hotel Ivoire, where glass towers overlook the lagoon, infinity pools catch sunsets, and fine dining is an art of its own. The Radisson Blu Abidjan Airport, Scene Hotel Plateau, and Azalai Hotel Abidjan also blend international excellence with Ivorian warmth. In Le Plateau, the city's business hub, modernity gleams. But in Trashville and Cocody, the spirit of the people thrives. Colorful markets, Afrobeat cafes, fashion boutiques, and open smiles. By evening, the rhythm of Abidjan becomes poetry, music flowing through night air, the sound of laughter spilling from terraces, the glow of streetlights painting gold on the water. They call it the Paris of West Africa, but really, it's uniquely Ivorian, chic, creative, confident. Assini, the coastal escape. Just a few hours from Abidjan lies Assini, where the Atlantic whispers in turquoise tones and time slows into serenity. Assini is Côte d'Ivoire's Riviera, golden beaches, coconut palms, and luxury resorts hidden behind dunes and lagoons. At Hotel Coucou Lodge, La Maison d'Akula, and Assini Lodge, the experience is both intimate and indulgent. Wooden chalets open to ocean breezes. Infinity pools merge with sea horizons. Chefs craft seafood feasts beneath the stars. Jet skis carve through the lagoon. Yachts glide by palm shadows. Bonfires crackle as waves eplute the night. Assini is where the elite of Abidjan escape to breathe, and where travelers find the essence of tropical elegance, Grand Bassam, heritage and horizon. To the east lies Grand Bassam, Côte d'Ivoire's first capital, a city where time moves gently, as though out of respect. Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, its colonial architecture whispers of the past, faded walls, arched balconies, and broad streets shaded by ancient trees. But Grand Bassam isn't frozen in history. It's alive with art, culture, and hospitality. Boutique hotels like Hôtel Étoile du Sud, Coral Beach Hotel, and Le Wharf Hotel blend vintage charm with modern comforts. The beaches stretch endlessly. The ocean breeze carries echoes of memory and rebirth. Walk its sands and you feel Côte d'Ivoire's dual heartbeat, the pride of heritage and the pulse of modern revival. Yamoussoukro, city of faith and grandeur. Inland, the capital, Yamoussoukro rises, serene and spacious, surrounded by lagoons and rolling plains. Its defining jewel, the Basilica of Our Lady of Peace, one of the largest churches in the world, marble white, gold crowned, standing as a testament to faith and ambition. Nearby, tranquil resorts offer reflection and retreat. The Presidential Hotel Yamoussoukro and smaller boutique stays offer lakeside calm and stunning views. It's a city that feels almost ethereal, vast, peaceful, and spiritual, where grandeur and grace walk hand in hand. Man and the mountains of the Far West, Côte d'Ivoire turns green and mystical. The Man region, ringed by mountains and waterfalls, is a world apart, cool, lush, and rich in folklore. Hike the Mount Tonkui, visit the Cascade de Man, or meet the Dan Mask dancers whose art is ancient and alive. Eco lodges here, like Hotel Les Cascades or Le Mont Tonkui Resort, embrace nature, offering travelers both adventure and reflection. It's Côte d'Ivoire's untouched side, pure, poetic, profoundly peaceful. Culture and cuisine. Ivorians love to live, and their culture reflects it. The people are expressive, warm, stylish, and social. Music and dance pulse through daily life. From coupe décalé beats in Abidjan's clubs to traditional drums in village ceremonies, rhythm is the heartbeat of Ivorian identity. Craftsmen carve wood into masks and furniture. Fashion designers blend African fabric with European elegance, a creative fusion unique to this land. And the food, deliciously daring. Atieke, grated cassava, served with grilled fish and spicy sauce, is a national favorite. Aloko, fried plantains, sweet and golden, always smiling on the plate. Try garba, simple yet iconic. Atieke with tuna, eaten by the roadside, laughter included. And no meal is complete without Ivorian coffee, strong, aromatic, a tribute to the land's fertile heart. Best time to visit, November to April, dry, sunny, ideal for beaches and inland travel. Currency, West African CFA franc XOF. Language, French official, Baoulé, Dioula, and others widely spoken. Cultural notes, dress smartly. Ivorians are fashion conscious. Greetings are warm. Respect is shown in tone and gesture. Traveler's tip, Côte d'Ivoire rewards those who linger. Stay a few days longer. The country opens up slowly, beautifully. Côte d'Ivoire is more than elegance. It is emotion, artistry, and grace woven into one coastline. From the chic rhythm of Abidjan to the golden peace of Assini, from mountain mist to cathedral spires, this land sings in harmony with the sea. And as we journey further along West Africa's golden trail, our compass turns towards Cape Verde, where Atlantic winds cradle volcanic isles and Africa dances upon the sea. Cape Verde, the Atlantic's secret melody. Out in the open Atlantic, where the ocean breathes endless blue, lies an archipelago of rhythm, resilience, and radiant charm. This is Cape Verde, a nation born of waves and wind, sculpted by volcanoes and serenaded by the spirit of Morabeza, that unmistakable Cape Verdean warmth that welcomes strangers as family. Between Africa and the Americas, Cape Verde stands as a bridge, a melody carried by trade winds, a song of migration, and a home for hearts that love the sea. Sal Island, sun, sea, and serenity. Our journey begins on Sal Island, the heart of Cape Verdean tourism. Here, the Atlantic glows in turquoise shades, so clear they seem unreal, and the beaches stretch endlessly under golden light. At Santa Maria, the island's jewel, luxury blends effortlessly with leisure. Melia Llana Beach Resort, Hilton Cabo Verde, Sal Resort, and Oasis Salinas Sea redefine coastal perfection. Infinity pools overlooking the horizon, seafood feasts beneath thatched roofs, and nights that hum to the rhythm of Morna, Cape Verde's soulful song. The scent of salt and grilled tuna fills the air. Fishermen return at dusk, and children dance barefoot in the sand. Life here moves with the tide, calm, content, continuous. Boa Vista, dunes, desert, and dreams. Next, we sail to Boa Vista where the desert meets the sea. Vast dunes roll like golden waves, and camel trails carve poetry in sand. Here, nature writes her own luxury, silence. Resorts like Royal Horizons, Boa Vista, and Iberostar, Club Boa Vista, offer seclusion wrapped in sophistication. From beachfront villas to private cabanas hidden behind palms, Boa Vista is a sanctuary for those seeking solitude and sun. At night, under a canopy of stars, the island feels infinite, a universe cradled in calm. And when the morning comes, the beaches awaken with nesting turtles, gentle breezes, and the whisper of the Sahara drifting across the sea. Santiago, roots and rhythms. To truly know Cape Verde, one must walk the streets of Santiago Island. Here stands Praia, the capital, bustling, colorful, and alive with rhythm. This island is Cape Verde's cultural heartbeat, a fusion of African strength and Portuguese grace. The old quarter, Cidade Velha, once a colonial stronghold, now stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, its cobblestones echoing centuries of trade, struggle, and triumph. Music is not entertainment here, it's existence. From street corners to seaside taverns, the sounds of Funana and Morna rise like prayer. They tell stories of longing, of voyages, of home, a harmony between melancholy and joy that only Cape Verde can compose. In Tarrafal, the beaches shimmer under the sun, while fishermen hum songs of ancestry. And inland, the mountains cradle green valleys where life flows in quiet rhythm, steady, strong, and soulful. Fogo, the island of fire. Then there is Fogo, the island of fire, where the earth breathes beneath your feet. Dominated by the mighty Pico do Fogo volcano, this island is both fierce and fertile. Black lava soils birth lush vineyards and coffee plantations, a contrast so striking it feels divine. Travelers climb the volcanic slopes by day, then sip locally made champ wine by night under glowing skies. The town of São Felipe, with its colonial charm and pastel houses, offers both culture and calm. And at the Casa Marisa Lodge, perched near the crater, luxury finds new definitions, adventure kissed by comfort. São Vicente, the soul of art and nightlife. Cape Verde's cultural pulse beats strongest in São Vicente, especially in its capital Mindelo, a city of music, art, and endless energy. Mindelo is where Cabo Verde dreams out loud. It's the birthplace of the great Cesaria Evora, the barefoot diva whose voice carried the spirit of these islands across the world. By day, The harbor glistens with yachts and laughter. By night, the city transforms into a carnival of lights and sound. The bars along Rua Lisboa overflow with rhythm, and every corner hums with live performance, guitars, violins, drums, and voices that make the night feel eternal. Luxury here is emotion, found in connection, not marble. At Kira's boutique, hotel, or Casa Cafe Mindelo, every guest becomes part of the island's living melody. Culture and cuisine. Cape Verde's culture is a symphony of influences: African, Portuguese, Brazilian, and Caribbean, blended into something utterly unique. Its people carry the ocean in their eyes and rhythm in their steps. Festivals here are not events, they are experiences. Carnaval de Mindelo, Gamboa Music Festival, and the vibrant Baía das Gatas beach concerts where the whole island moves as one. And the cuisine, oh, the cuisine. Cachupa is the heart of Cape Verdean food, a slow-cooked stew of corn, beans, cassava, and meat or fish. It's more than a meal. It's memory, family, and tradition in one pot. Add grilled lobster from Sal, spicy pastel de peixe from Santiago, or a glass of Grogo, the island rum, and you taste the soul of the Atlantic. Best time to visit: November to June, dry, sunny, and ideal for beach escapes and cultural festivals. Currency: Cape Verdean Escudo, CVE. Language: Portuguese official, Creole widely spoken. Cultural notes: greet warmly, a handshake, a smile, or a simple bom dia. Respect local rhythm, not rushes in Cape Verde. Traveler's tip: each island tells a different story. Don't rush. Let the ocean choose your pace. In Cape Verde, the sea is not a border, it's a bond. It binds islands, people, and dreams in harmony. From the dunes of Boa Vista to the volcanoes of Fogo, from the music of Mindelo to the stillness of Sal, this archipelago sings Africa's Atlantic soul.